Hello and welcome to WhatMap for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how are you doing? Right, it's Friday, Friday's request day, and this one was requested by Dottie Runhovda. I apologise if I butchered your name there, Dottie. And the BonBon buddies over on Patreon have today voted this one in. It was a very close vote, only one vote in it. If only there was one more Patreon member, could that be you? I wonder. Anyway, before we go about touting myself trying to get some pennies, here's your daily reminder. Here it comes. So what do you say? You're going to be nice today and hit that like button? It would help me out no end. Come on, nearly up to 400 episodes of WhatMap and I'm still nowhere near being a full-time YouTuber. Come on guys, help me out. Right, okay, today's map is Northern Lights V2 by Dorcas DK, possibly Dorcas Denmark, maybe. This is based on the Alaskan mountains. There's your start square, intersection, river, coastline. Yep, everything you want. The resources are a little bit bleak, but this is Alaska, so maybe they're meant to be a little bit bleak. And then we have a look at the workshop. Now there are a few bits on the workshop to look out for. There's network extensions, 2 new roads for network extensions, realistic boreal theme, the natural colour LUT, and a few trees and snow props, and also recommended the adaptive prop visibility distance mod, which we'll talk about a bit later on as well when we look at the snow. Now I want you to concentrate really hard on this particular road bridge. It's about as perfect as it comes on this map. If all the other bridges were like this, then I would have no grumbles at all. Let this start and end at the same place, and perfectly level and a nice height and nicely tapered into the ground. Do you know what? I like that. I won't be able to say that about any of the other bridges. All the other bridges are so close. So close. And yet, so far away. Oh, by the way, look at that mountain backdrop. That is the best thing about this map. That there, that view there, that's the best you're going to see today. That is glorious. Excellent work. Right, next one. This bridge here. It's almost perfect. Look, perfectly aligned. All the struts are upright, like that, all lined up with each other. Very nice. But when we come in here, look at the right-hand highway here. It's not quite aligned up with the bridge, so we've just got this little jink just at the start. I'd like the bridge to be perfectly straight and maybe the highway from about here just to come out to meet the bridge. I think that's my preference for it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. There is nothing wrong with that. That's my preference. And then at the end, the bridge comes out. It matches up perfectly at the end. Very tidy. Now we have a look at the main intersection. This isn't the start square intersection, but this is the main one where the highways come together. And it's not bad. I'm going to call it a little bit loose. I think it'd be a little bit tighter, but there's nothing wrong with it. Particularly like this ramp here on the right. This one here is beautiful and smooth and couldn't be better. This one, however, the highest one, it just seems a bit lumpy. It's not. A little bit steep on the way down, but not too bad. Honestly, that is tolerable, I would suggest. But it just looks a bit bumpy. Oh, it's not bumpy, but it looks bumpy. And that would be my moan about that one. There's nothing wrong with it, it just looks bad. Here, the bridges here, they don't start at the same location, and that causes a bit of a problem. Let me show you this, if I can. Get out of the way, trees. I'm trying to get down to ground level. Oh, bloody hell, trees. Where do these bloody trees come from? Okay, we'll try and have a look at ground level instead. You can see the far side road is just a little bit high. Oh, for God's sakes. Just a little bit higher on the left, anyway, than on the right, which could have been resolved if it started parallel. Down here, look, they're almost aligned at the end there, but they're just not quite, and I don't understand why. We've got the same here. Actually, no, we haven't got the same here. That's, well, all that's as close to perfect. It's like 1% off. Nice bridge in the middle. Down the other end. Why is it not starting and finishing? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice looking bridge. Nothing wrong with it at this end. It just, I think it would have been just screaming out to be parallel at the end where it joins up. Anyway, we have got the pilot goat intersection, as I like to call it. Can you see where I get that from? Can you? Or is it just me that sees a goat there? Okay, and then off. Now the roads aren't bad. It's not jinky janky. It's not. It looks like it is, but it's not. It's just slightly angular. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Again here, a little bit of jink to get that to line up with the bridge. Perfectly lined up there. Look at this. Perfect, nice little bridge there. At this end, no, not perfectly lined up. I don't know why not. It'd be nice if it were, but it's not. And then down here, see where it jumps in there. Now look at this. Now I know that's a glitch, and I should be grumbling about that glitch, but that's a glitch I like. Something about that glitch, I actually buy into it as being an actual little bit of subsidence there. That's what I don't know. That's an oddity with that bridge. I'm happy with that. If ever I mark you down for that and you're on your next map, then just remember that if I buy into it, I'll let it go, and I bought into that one. And so onto the railways. Now, are they any good? Well, honestly, they're not that bad. If you're not a perfectionist, you'll be quite happy with this. If you are a perfectionist, then you will be moaning and groaning all day long. But honestly, they're okay. The slopes in general aren't too steep. We've got nothing going up and down like a roller coaster. Let me show you this bridge down here, for example. This is a lovely little railway bridge. Note the way it just tapers up, lovely up and over the other side like that. And it's nice and smooth. And that is how railway bridges should be. I like that one. Well done. Good work. Good work. Now we've got, but this little turn off here, up here, is a bit steep. This little rail connection there was just a little bit steep for me. But this is nice. Comes across here. And then this bridge here, there's actually nothing wrong with that one. That's lovely. That's beautiful and smooth. Leads you straight on to the main river railway bridge. Which is okay. Look, you see that? It's okay, yeah? But I would like that. See, it's a slight rise before you get onto the bridge. But then we're coming down the hill. So you're going down to have to go up. It just could have been a little bit smoother. And the same on the other side. It's just a little bit, it comes down. And I'd just like to see that embanked, just to bring that along to join up with the rest of the rail. That's all I would have liked. It's not a bad thing. Do you know what else is not a bad thing? Asset reviews. Here it comes. And today's asset review, it's Textron Tower, Old Stone Tower by Tom Zacco. This is very modern, and it's called Old Stone Tower. Maybe it's because the bottom's stone. The rest of it looks like glass to me. It looks like a modern build. I wouldn't call this a stone tower. You say Old Stone Tower, you think of something Armesto would make, wouldn't you? And if you don't know who Armesto is, why have you not been watching this channel? Anyway, this is a nice model. It says pull up, and they give you a view of what it looks like. It's not super tall. It's a good sized, solid city centre sky block thing. It's a sky block thing. You can quote me on that one. Textron Tower, Old Stone Tower by Tom Zacco. Today's stone sky block thing of the day. And off to Themington Island. I finished there a bit early, didn't I? Right, one more day after today of Hot Semi-Arid Theme by Wally Shally with Future Deus Ex style LUT, brighter LUT. Now, I've had a couple of people mention to me that they don't like this. It's ugly. Remember, the orange is from the LUT. The actual theme is quite nice. So I highly recommend it. Even if you don't like the orangeness, check out the Hot Semi-Arid Theme by Wally Shally. Right, quick factoids. Indian totem poles. This is Northern American native Indians, of course. represent family trees in the same way that English heraldic crests do. One last one. American Indian civilization reached a peak in about 1300, when multi-story houses and large villages were built. No one knows why, but after that, the Indians fell into decline. I wonder why. Can somebody speculate for me in the comments? I'd like your speculation there. I don't care if it's funny, as long as it's respectful, of course, to the Indian race. Now, shipping routes. Down here we have got slightly low bridge. I don't think we're going to get a cruiser through there, I'm afraid, without clipping it through. Northern Lights V2 by Dorcas DK. That's the only problem with the shipping routes. It comes up to the end and it splits off in two directions. And yeah, that's okay, I guess. Water flow. You will have no problems on this map with water flow. Yes, these rivers are a little bit stingy, they're a little bit streamy, if I'm honest with you. But they do flow into the main river, and the main river has got good solid water flow, and that's what matters. So, and it flows out into the bay, which is absolutely great. Takes it all away. Well done. Well done. Good planning there. Now let's have a look at the overview. First of all, there's big build planes. You're going to be able to build a big city. One argument would be, is they're not particularly interesting. There's no real definable features, apart from the coastline as well. Down here, some nice rock detailing on the coastline. But there's no real definable features that are going to force you to build the city in any particular way. So basically, the build plane is flat-ish, large, and but beyond that, it's kind of like uninspired. Well, the river, of course. Now, the mountains, add the snow. Now, these snow decals from Ronix, they do pop in and pop out because they are decals. And I just thought I'd let you know that. As long as you're not going to come in and flick around too much. If you're just looking for screenshots, yeah, they're going to look great. Now, the river. The river is, it's okay. It's alright. It looks a bit tall, if I'm honest. Looks like it's been dug in, which honestly, of course, it has. We get up to here, and then there's something about this I like, okay? The river, you've got the glacier there starting to melt. Very, very fine little stream trickling down here, gathering speed before dropping down from the waterfall and into the main gully. The thing is, I don't like it that it's a gully. I'd like to have seen that. It just doesn't look like it's real. I'd like to have seen that work just a little bit better. We've got the same going on over here, only this one's slightly worse. For a start, you've got this main river coming up here. Now look, you'd expect straight on, that's where you're expecting the water to come from, yeah? And I don't see why it shouldn't, because if you come up here, there's lots of little ravines where there could have been little trickles of water coming down. And it looks like water has been coming down there for years anyway. But yes, we've got the glacier here, and this is where most of the snow is, so I understand that. But look at the amount of water that's pouring straight out of that location. That is just not believable. And again, the river just looks forced, if I'm honest with you. Let's have a look. We've got Mountainous Island over here. And like the mountains, pull back and you have a look at that. You can see the mountain passes through there. That is really quite nice. Very, very nice indeed. There aren't many maps with better mountains than that. And then you got, I'm going to call it BonBon Island. It's not really BonBon Island. But, yeah. Don't forget, now's your chance to place your vote. Vote for the map. 5 stars, 1 star, somewhere in between. Click that button now. Yeah, on this side of the map, we've got some beaches, and it's like slightly rough terrain. But on the other side, when we go around to the other side of the island, you've got grass going right up to the water's edge. And I'd like to have seen that, like, sanded up. We've got sand elsewhere. I don't see why we haven't got sand on there. Okay, aesthetically, yeah, it's not too much, and then you've got the mountains, and the mountains are glorious. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give it the 4th star. It's a 3-star map with some glorious mountains. I'll give the bonus star for the gloriousness of the mountains. Detailing, the mountains are beautifully detailed. The rivers, less so. The roads and rail are just slightly not quite perfect, and everything's just quite not there. I'm going to give it 3 stars for detail. It's so close to getting up to 4 stars. Just needs work. Gameplay potential, lots of places to build. No real inspiration to want to build apart from the fact that you're going to get really nice screenshots with these mountains in the background. The main selling point is the mountains. Nothing to stop you from playing on here. I'll give it 3 stars for gameplay. Northern Lights V2 by Dorcas DK. Mountains. That's all I've got to say about this map. Mountains. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tomorrow for the last map in this week. I'll see if I can find a good one, shall I? Shall I do that? All right, I'll do that for you guys. Don't forget you can vote on this particular map from way back in the day when the shows were much shorter and much clumsier. And slightly less polished. So take a look over there, just quickly fly over the map and decide what you think that should get. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.